Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into 10 absolutely essential phrases for talking about your feelings in English. Being able to share how you're really feeling is so important for connecting with people. So let's get right into it. So let me ask you this. When you want to say more than just, I'm good, what do you actually say? It can be tricky, right? Well, in this explainer, we're going to cover 10 super common and clear phrases that will give you the right words for pretty much any situation. All right, let's kick things off on a high note, shall we? We're starting with 5 ways to talk about all those positive emotions. The fun ones we all love to feel and share. First up, we've got the classic. To be happy. It's pretty straightforward, right? It just means you're feeling joy or pleasure. It's simple, it's direct, and everyone, everywhere understands it. Let's hear how it sounds in a real conversation. A says, "You look great today." And B replies, "Thanks, I'm really happy these days." See how natural that is? It's a perfect, simple way to respond to a compliment when things are just going your way. Okay, next we have be satisfied. Now, this one's a little more specific than just being happy. It's that feeling of contentment you get when something turns out exactly how you wanted it to. Think about finishing a huge project or eating an amazing meal. That's satisfaction. So A asks, "How was the project result?" And B says, "Pretty good. I'm satisfied with it." This is a great phrase for work or school because it shows you're pleased with the outcome. Really useful. Now let's talk about feeling confident. This one is all about believing in yourself and what you can do. It's that feeling of self-assurance you get when you know you've prepared and you are ready to tackle whatever's coming your way. A asks, "Are you ready for your presentation?" And B answers, "Yeah, I'm confident. I practiced a lot." I love this example because it shows exactly where confidence comes from. All that hard work and practice. Ooh, this is a great one. Feeling proud. This is that deep sense of pleasure and satisfaction that comes from an achievement. And it can be your own success. Or, just as often, it can be for someone you care about. I exclaims, "My son passed the entrance exam." And B says, "Wow, you must be proud of him." What's so great here is seeing how you can use this phrase to celebrate with other people. It's such a wonderful way to build connections. Okay, our last one for the positive section is be jealous. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jealousy sounds kind of negative, right? And it definitely can be. But in casual, everyday chats, we often use it in a really lighthearted way, almost like saying you envy someone's good luck. A says, "I'm going to Hawaii next week." B replies, "Seriously? I'm so jealous." See? In this context, it's totally friendly. It's not mean at all. It's just another way of saying, "Wow, that's incredible. I wish I were you." All right, so let's switch gears a little bit. It's just as important to have the words for the tough times too. So now we're going to look at 5 phrases for when you're navigating some of those more challenging feelings. Because it really is okay to not be okay. First up, be angry. This is that really strong feeling of displeasure you get, usually when you feel like you've been treated unfairly or someone's done something wrong to you. A asks, "You look upset. Are you angry?" And B answers, "Yeah, he lied to me again." It's a very direct, very clear way to communicate that strong, heated emotion. Okay, a related but maybe more general term is to be upset. This is usually less intense than being angry, and it can cover a whole mix of feelings, like being sad, worried, and disappointed all at the same time. A says, "You seem a little upset. What happened?" B replies, "I just had a fight with my friend." That's a perfect example. It captures that feeling of being emotionally shaken up without necessarily being full of rage. So what about when you're not full-blown angry, but just irritated? Well, that's when you use be annoyed. This is for all those small, frustrating things in life, like when you're stuck in traffic or your internet is super slow. A asks, "Why are you sighing?" And B says, "I'm annoyed. The meeting keeps getting delayed." This is such a fantastic, everyday phrase for all those little frustrations that are just part of life. And of course, a core emotion we all experience is being sad. This is that feeling of unhappiness or sorrow, and it often comes up when we lose something or feel really disappointed. It gently asks, "You look sad. Are you okay?" And B says, "Yeah, I just miss my family." It's just a very gentle and honest way to share a vulnerable feeling with someone you trust. And finally, let's talk about being nervous. You know that feeling, right? That anxious, worried feeling you get right before something big is about to happen, like a job interview, a big test, or speaking in public. So A says, "You look nervous. First time performing?" And B replies, "Yeah, my hands are shaking." That describes it perfectly. It's that jittery, on edge feeling where you can literally feel the anxiety in your body. We've all been there. So there you have it. From feeling happy and confident to annoyed or nervous, you've now got 10 powerful ways to say exactly how you feel. Of course, the real key is to practice them. So let me leave you with a question. Which of these feelings will you try to share today?